That was too soon.
It's all good.
What was too soon?
He cut it to the 4 way too soon, but it's fine. Let's get it rolling.
Hashtag what?
It's only episode 4, right, Carter?
That's right.
Yeah. You can't expect it to be a well-oiled machine by game 4.
Right.
That's true.
But they do say your greatest improvements are from week 1 to week 2, right?
No shit.
Is that always true, though?
No.
I've seen teams like, I don't know, man. It's like once you get started, you kind of are who you are throughout the year. Maybe a couple of teams will progress as the season goes on.
Hey guys, is the top say live to y'all? 9
Mhm.
seconds, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Are we
It
live?
does.
Yeah.
It does.
1 minute and 15
Carter, check
seconds.
that for us.
Yep. We are live.
Alright.
And I gotta say, guys, Swamp Kings is on Netflix, and it was good. I hate the Florida Gators. Watching it reminded me why I hate them so much. I don't think I hate him as much as this guy, but it was well done, man. It was really good.
I don't see how you can hate him.
Well,
Such a great team with an amazing facility. They're just awesome.
well, I tell you what, from 2005 through 2009, they were fucking
Pretty
good.
badass. Yeah.
And that's what that was all about. And it's so what the funniest part about it is like, I mean, Urban Meyer, Brandon Spikes, to Percy Harvin, to everyone on that team, watching the locker room scenes, because that's what's crazy is there was all this footage of like in the locker rooms before the games, after the games, all this training footage, and like it's like they knew, hey, one day we're gonna have like a show or like a mini series or something. This footage is gonna be used then, because like all this footage is like pretty much never before seen, and it's so funny watching Tim Tebow in the middle of these like speeches, and everyone's going, man, we're gonna fuck these motherfuckers, fuck this, fuck that, and Tebow's just like, we're gonna do our best, guys. Let's pray. That's what's so funny about it.
They had the world's biggest saint on that team.
And a bunch
What's he?
of criminals.
Yeah, Aaron Hernandez, man, such a saint.
And they kind of jumped around. They kind of.
Oh, they didn't touch on that.
The disappointing thing was you would think, like, Florida's that one school to me that they've probably got more big rivals than just about any other school that I know. Like Georgia, they have a huge rivalry with Florida State. They've got a huge rivalry with LSU. They've got a rivalry with Tennessee.
Miami.
Miami, the War Canoe. They've even got a rivalry with Alabama. And what's funny is like they didn't touch on like why, like, man, we had to play this team. We hate this team. They mentioned Georgia. Like, they didn't talk about the 2005 Georgia game, the 2006 Georgia game. They didn't even really talk about the 2007 game until they were talking about the 2008 season. And they're like, well, we wanted to beat Georgia so bad that day because of this. And then they show that whole mess.
Rushing the field, yeah.
Yeah, rushing the field. But that was the kind of only thing I was disappointed is like they didn't go into like I said, they barely spoke about, like, I think Ahmad Black was like, yeah, I fucking hate Georgia. But that, that's all they said.
Pussies.
It's ironic that you're mentioning that because just this week, a friend of mine texted me and he asked me what I thought about those Tebow teams at Florida, just out of the blue, randomly. And I got to thinking, I said, my reply was, when you think greatest national championship teams, I hate to say it, guys, but those Florida teams are they're not the first ones that come to mind.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're not. It was Tebow and Harvin and
Brandon Spikes.
I mean, they had some good teams, but they just don't stand out to me. If you said top 3 best national championship teams since 2000, where do those teams, are they in your top 3? Any of those teams?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, watching that, y'all really need to watch it. I don't think they even tried to be like that. Like, what I'm saying is they didn't even try to portray like we were the best team we're one of the greatest teams ever. Like they didn't. I don't know. I didn't get that feeling.
Well, the stats didn't support it.
Yeah, but the thing that they kept saying was how hard they worked. Like hard work pays off. And I'll tell you this, man, like that's some shit that I'm surprised if the NCAA wanted to look into, could probably get Florida in some trouble still this day. Fucking Urban Meyer was fucking insane. What he was making these kids do, if you want to call them kids, they're 18, 19, whatever. But they called them mat drills, where they would open up like wrestling mats. And your job, you had to lay on all fours, and you didn't know if the guy was coming from the front, the back, and Urban would say 27, whatever your number was. And you had to jump on your guy and try to choke him out. And the guy laying on the mat's job was to try to get out of it. And there was video footage of dudes just being passed out from chokeholds. Like they were doing, chokeholds on him. And the guy getting choked, his job was to try to get himself out of that chokehold. And dude, you were seeing guys literally pass the fuck out. They'd wake him up, he'd be puking. Like, I'm like, damn.
You mean to tell me that there was dudes coming behind dudes at University of Florida, choking them out? We're supposed to be surprised?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, he grew up in, like, some crazy military family. And
they could have at least bought him a drink first.
Right.
They could have. If it's okay with you guys, I'd like to show the trailer for this because, okay. I mean, I think it's, it's about college football. It's SEC football. Actually, I got to give the salute to Cranges over here because his Auburn Tigers did pretty well against those Florida teams. Like,
yeah,
that 05 and 06 games, Florida,
we were the only one that beat them in their their first or second
the 06 season, yeah. And then Ole Miss was the only team that beat them in 08. And, anyway, here we go. This is the trailer for Swamp Kings, guys. And it is definitely worth watching.
College football in the South is way bigger than professional sports.
When you come to Florida, football is the world here.
Everything is win or loser.
Anything less than winning the national title, you're a failure.
1, 2, 3, showdown!
Florida was not winning. The feeling was that getting Urban Meyer, Florida could restore what they had lost.
I needed to build this team. Urban said, I'm going to treat my superstars like superstars, and I'm going to treat my shit like shit.
They was training like we was going to Iraq.
It was unmerciful.
Our front seven, they didn't try to hit you. They tried to hurt you. And we were the #1 team in the country.
They walk around like the kings of campus, and that took over.
Called it Gaines Vegas. In Gaines Vegas, we party.
It's just too much temptation.
Another Florida Gator has been arrested.
We never got police reports. It ended up just getting fixed.
You had never seen a team that was undefeated be so miserable.
People do not know what it's like to give so much to something.
30 minutes for the rest of our lives.
That it's everything.
Old Swamp Nuts.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It is.
You know how I feel about Florida, same way you kind of feel about them. It's rough to watch that.
Oh, trust me, I wasn't thrilled watching, them beat the shit out of my team. It's 4 parts, and each part I had to watch.
It's dramatized and sensationalized.
Sure.
But
every player on every team devotes everything they got to their team,
Yeah.
Going back to what Crange was saying about the top 3. When I think of top 3 in the last 20 years, I think of the back-to-back Bama teams, LSU 2019, and the back-to-back Georgia. Those to me are the top 3 teams I've seen in the last 20 years.
We ought to do
national championship runs.
We ought to do a process of elimination, like us. We got to agree on the 3 teams. It's got to be unanimous, or they don't count. I think 2019 LSU. I don't know though. Like that, 2019, it's up there, but I don't know if they had that elite defense.
The defense wasn't elite like, the Bamas and the Georgias, but every national championship team would have killed to have that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
The best thing I liked about that trailer, Carter, was
Tebow crying
because I know what team made him cry.
Oh, and they that was a big part of it, in the final episode. So I mean, if you
That's probably the last time I was diehard cheering for Alabama. God, I remember being right out of high school, just rooting the shit for y'all. Just beat the hell out of them.
Yeah.
You could smell it. You could almost taste it in the air because Florida was that last Tebow team. I think it was maybe not the last. It was the second one, the one that didn't win the Natty.
That was his senior year. No.
Didn't he have one more year after? No, it was he had an in between year where Florida lost like 4.
Yeah, 07. But that's the year he won the Heisman too.
Yeah, but that team that Bama smacked the shit out of, that team had a hard time scoring that year. They were winning some games kind of ugly,
Yeah,
it reminded me a lot of Miami with Gino Torretta that year. They kind of sputtered toward the end of the season, and you could just almost see the blood in the water.
I remember watching them thinking, that Tebow kid's a great athlete. That Chris Leak's a hell of a fucking quarterback. And sure enough, he was short. That's why he didn't go far beyond, but he went and just destroyed Canadian and then arena football. Like, he got 2 championships for the Sharks over here. He was a great quarterback.
It's funny, like you find out in that documentary, because that was, Urban Meyer he's the spread offense guru, or is the godfather of the spread offense, and they struggled with it his first year at Florida, because Chris Leak he's a drop back shotgun quarterback, he wasn't he could run, but that first year he had trouble, man. And I think it was the Alabama game because they started off 5-0, and I think Bama beat them like 31-3 or something, and then they ended up losing like South Carolina. I remember that was a big deal because it was Steve Spurrier's first year back in college, and just so happened he beat Florida. That was a huge deal, really. So
the year they played Ohio State for the national championship, I kind of thought Ohio State. I think Ohio State was a pretty big favorite.
Oh, dude, they were like 14-point favorites.
Yeah.
Like
Troy
Florida.
Smith, that team was supposed to shred Florida, and Florida's defense just shut them down.
Yeah.
A lot of times, teams that are projected to be the favorites, things happen during the season, and sometimes they get brought down to earth. So you have defending champs. Sometimes they have to come to that realization as well. So.
Okay, I thought we were talking about LSU and Tennessee from last year, but that's fine. It's cool.
The Florida team. I'm sorry, Trenches. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Florida team I thought would be dominant in the championship game wasn't, and the team I thought that would get killed in the championship game dominated. So sorry, Trenches. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's fucking week 0.
Right.
We're here.
We are.
We're gonna draft first, though.
We're good. We're gonna draft. I'm just stoked that we got football this Saturday.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I got the games written down too, by the way.
Nice. So we will get back to Bama, Georgia shit talking in a minute. Right now, we need to work together.
Oh yes, definitely.
Because it is.
Or
draft.
you could keep shit talking each other.
We'll get that. Y'all hold on to that smile, because Crandis, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the hardest one I've created.
We'll see.
I'm trying a new strategy this week. I'm not writing shit down. I'm just going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with what always serves me well and see how well I do.
I got to write it down because I got to.
Off.
Yeah, I'll write it down. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm here to win this week, Carter.
This
for
is
you.
T, and this is H.
All right, and if you're new, because I know we're only 4 episodes in, what's going to happen is me and Haas know the category. We're going to be making our guesses. They got to pick up from that, see how their guesses match what the category actually is, and at the end of it, they're going to have a guess as a team to see what the category is, to whether or not they win or lose.
Mm-hmm. Did we have a standing record so far?
Right now, everybody's got 1 loss except Carter.
Not this guy.
Actually, you know what? Neither one of y'all have a loss because this is a whole. That was a long time ago in a galaxy far away. So me and Haas are, I think we're 1-1. Y'all are 2-0.
Still undefeated.
Ooh, I like
in all.
that.
I'm undefeated in every galaxy, so I don't care.
I like how that sounds.
Well, keep that intensity.
98.
I will.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
So my first overall pick, Haas, I'm going to take, funny enough, Bon Jovi.
Okay.
I think I know it already.
Oh, okay, great.
All right. My first, I guess I'm next, right?
Yep.
My first pick is going to be Donald Sutherland.
Okay.
Okay, that's the father of Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Oh, they're both fathers of new young actors. I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. It's my pick, right?
But Bon Jovi, though?
Yeah, I know. Well, Bon Jovi's son is dating. Who is she dating? He's dating some. Oh, John Bon Jovi's son is a model who's dating Millie Bobby Brown, the star of Stranger Things.
Okay.
But anyway, that's not important. Bon Jovi, Donald Sutherland. Okay. A band and an old ass actor. I'll take Bruce Springsteen. Why not?
Okay.
I'll take Corey Taylor.
Good call.
Okay.
All right, my next pick, I'm going to go with Frankie Muniz. Granted, he's the kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
I'm on Carter. When it gets to be your turn, I'm gonna need some insight into that.
That's pretty much the best thing you're going to know him from.
Yeah, honestly. Jesus Christ, this is random as shit.
All right, my next one is going to be Dustin Hoffman.
Okay.
He was in Rain Man. And he was in Meet the Fockers. Damn, I'm not so familiar with all his work. I think all these guys are from New Jersey. I think that's what this is. Give me.
Got so far?
We got Bon Jovi, who's definitely from New Jersey, Frankie Muniz, Donald Sutherland, and Dustin Hoffman.
You may be on to something, Carter. Because
That's why I said Bruce Springsteen.
New Jersey.
Well, and Bruce Springsteen's from New Jersey, so I'm going to go with Skid Row, who is also from New Jersey.
Skid Row. All right, Crandis.
Okay. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm gonna botch this, but I'm with you, Carter. I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
Isn't he from New York?
Possibly.
In Brooklyn,
New York,
we'll go with that.
New York, New Jersey, same difference.
Okay, my third pick, I'm going to go with Phil Collins.
Like, okay, doo-doo. Okay. Because Def Leppard has a guitar player.
Yeah, I know. Not him. Genesis, Phil Collins.
All right. My next one is going to be Steve Martin.
Oh, you're on to something, Carter.
I don't think I am, because hell, Phil Collins is from fucking Britain.
Steve, he was in the movie called The Jerk, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it's got something to do with Jerk, Jersey, something like that. Think about that.
I mean, I'm definitely wrong on the New Jersey thing, because I know Phil Collins is British, so now, like,
maybe they've all performed in New Jersey.
He's worn a couple sports jerseys, maybe. Does he sleep on jersey sheets?
I guess. I gotta think
this,
here.
Carter. You got this, Carter.
He endorses Jersey Mike's.
What's that kid? Give me Corey Haim Corey Ham. I don't know. Have a good reason for that. I just
Okay.
Well, him and Donald Sutherland's son played in the Lost Boys together. That's the only connection.
Fair.
I like how you're thinking, Carter. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Okay.
What do you think about
All
that
right.
pick, Carter? Not a whole lot.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right. My
Yeah,
fourth
I think
pick.
Fucked on this one.
I'm gonna take Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he's from Cleveland, so I'm way off on that whole.
The fact that you know that is kind of scary.
His whole diss to Eminem was about Ohio and Cleveland and shit.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right. My next pick is Kiefer Sutherland.
What do we got so far, Carter?
well, Bon Jovi, Frankie Muniz, Phil Collins, MGK, Donald Sutherland, Dustin Hoffman, Steve Martin, Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, you didn't put my Brock Lesnar in there.
Oh, you shit! You put Brock Lesnar. Well, I'm running out of room on my board, so. Shit. So it's my pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm thinking, Cranges. I'm thinking all of their picks. No, that wouldn't make sense either.
Do it, Carter.
I was thinking maybe they had famous parents or famous children.
I was thinking the children part for sure, not the parents. But yes, you are correct.
Well, I don't know about Donald Sutherland, man. I don't know if his parents were famous. But his son, Kiefer, and Angus Sutherland.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kiefer Sutherland's got some kids that are actors now. Frankie Muniz, though, I don't know if he has children or not. He's really my age.
Yeah, he could have had a father.
Oh, my God. Phil Collins, I don't know if he has any. Wait a minute. Phil Collins is real sick. MGK's diabetic.
There you go.
Wonder if they're all diabetic.
Or disease.
No, I don't think that.
I mean, diabetes is a clinical disease of
Brock Lesnar doesn't strike me as someone who's got that.
He's got diverticulitis.
Oh, okay.
He's got, yeah. Brock Lesnar was a terrible pick.
No. He actually had to get some of his spleen removed when he was in the UFC.
See? That was a good pick, Carter.
I don't think Corey Taylor's got anything. Or Jay-Z.
No. Okay, my picks have been terrible.
Corey Haim's definitely got a ton because he's dead.
Carter's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Don't sell yourself short, Cranges. You might.
We're going to need a pick here soon, Carter.
Give me Corey Feldman, man.
All right.
2 Corys.
Tom Cruise.
Okay. I'm going to match your Tom with another Tom for my final pick. I'm going to take Tommy Lee Jones.
All right. And my last pick I'm going to pick is Rainn Wilson.
Okay.
Shit. Carter, is there a theme to some of these? Like, have these guys appeared in the same type movies?
Mm-mm.
It's Bon Jovi, Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, I
No.
forgot about.
Wait. Who did you pick? Your last pick, Trenches?
Tommy Lee Jones.
These all have had like near-death experiences. Rainn Wilson, though, man, I don't know shit about her. I don't even know.
Well,
That's a he.
It's Dwight from The Office.
Okay. I know Frankie Muniz has had that bad head injury a few years ago. Like, dude's got like some terrible memory loss issues. I mean, Donald Sutherland, he's had some health problems. Dustin Hoffman, though, I don't know. Phil Collins, I know, has been real sick lately. Like, he's not doing good at all. They're all starting to add up, Cringe, that they've all had like near-death experiences. 3, 4,
Disease, sickness of some kind.
Yeah, disease, sickness,
problem.
near-death, health. Like Steve Martin's diabetic. All right, I know that. MGK's diabetic, I'm pretty sure. Dustin Hoffman, Donald Sutherland, shit. Right. We still got to make another pick. Give me shit. Why can't I think of his name? Bruce Willis. He's like not doing real good.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, he's got Alzheimer's real bad. All right, yeah. Dude, he's bad, in real bad shape. Like, it's real sad. I saw a picture of him recently. He's got like missing teeth and shit, dude. He looks really, yeah. He looks real bad, y'all. Crangus, I think you should pick somebody who's real sickly or almost died, something.
Clint
All these
Eastwood.
guys are.
Clint Eastwood.
Okay,
Wow,
yeah, that's a
great
good pick.
All right, guys. Now's the moment of truth. What do you think collectively is the category?
I think the category is it's really hard because it's hard to just nail it down to one thing. I think they've all either had near-death experiences. They've either had they have like a health issue, like a diabetic issue, or have had cancer or something like that. I don't know how to summarize that, but if that makes sense. But it's some kind of health. Either they nearly died. They've nearly died. They've either nearly died or they've have a terminal, or they've got like a health, like a what I'm saying, like something like that. That's all I can think of. And we may be way the fuck off. Now they may all have a parent named Bob or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Carter's pick because he's smarter than me. But on a sidebar, I would take something like they've all kind of appeared in like the same theme of a movie. I don't know, like a Western or something like that.
The MGK's in a lot of Westerns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the MGK.
And Phil Collins. I don't think Phil Collins has really ever been in much.
Oh yeah. Scratch that.
Bon Jovi was in a couple.
I should have took notes. All
right, so we're gonna go with disease.
Something like that, man.
Carter's way smarter than I am, so yeah.
Final answer.
That's all I can give you.
I don't. Trenches is ready to just expose us. You got anything else, Carter?
Yeah, change it.
He was ready to call us dumbasses, so
I know.
I could tell by his facial expression.
They're not from the same place. MGK's from, I mean, they have all probably lived in Hollywood at some point because they're all actors and musicians. They're not athletes. I'm just going to go with what I said, man. I don't know how to summarize it the best way, but it's somewhere in that ballpark, I think. I could be way wrong, but let's hear it.
Final answer.
Yep.
Break out the cigars, Hoss. So what we did this week, y'all are wrong. We played our favorite game, but made it easier for you. Instead of all the degrees, we just did people who have been in movies with Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Simple,
Phil Collins
easy.
has been in a movie?
Yes, sir. Here, actually, I have them written down. Hang on. Phil Collins was in Brave. There was a cartoon that Kevin Bacon was in. Let's see here. Bon Jovi was in the John Bon Jovi movie with Kevin Bacon. Let's see. Frankie Muniz, My Dog Skip. What was the other one? It was crazy. Machine Gun Kelly was One Way, new movie. Yeah, they've all been in movies with Kevin Bacon. He just played 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Your ass.
Mine, Animal House. Donald Sutherland was the weed smoking teacher, and Kevin Bacon played Skip. He was one of the ROTC people. Steve Martin, he was in that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He was the one that was fighting over the cab with Steve Martin because he was quicker, like running to get to it. Kiefer Sutherland, he was in A Few Good Men and Flatliners together. Dustin Hoffman, they were in Sleepers. And then Rainn Wilson, that was in the movie Super, where he played Rainn Wilson was a superhero in that one.
Well, trust me when I tell you, me and Carter already knew what our pick was last week. Y'all ain't getting next week.
We got a dub. Us there on the loser board. Let's enjoy it.
It's going to be months before somebody gets one because we're about to take this thing to whole new levels. It's going to be like the who's the 7th man to go into space.
So was this like a really tough one then, would you say?
Yeah.
Y'all played that game though, right? Where you got to connect somebody to Kevin Bacon?
I've never done it with Kevin Bacon, but I've done like other actors. Like
that's all I've ever heard was Kevin Bacon. Yeah, you got to get him to Kevin Bacon.
Had we given the movies and the actors, would that have helped any?
No, because then you can just Google the movies and figure out who's the same.
Well, yeah, if I knew, like, if you would have said, like, if you would have said this person from this movie, or you know what I mean, like, I'm gonna go with, I don't even know, like, if you would have said, Rainn Wilson from the movie this, and I'd have wrote all that down, I probably would have figured it out, but. You know, but that you know that would be giving a lot more information. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have done it just like y'all did it.
I was closer.
Exactly. Yeah, you really were. Yeah.
What is it? Let down. Cam Newton does, Hoss? That little.
Oh.
I can't do that to Carter. Like ride or die with Carter. Even though I was closer with my guesses, I'm still. Ryder, Carter.
We're supposed to be gentlemen about it.
I was close.
Bad face, though.
Definitely.
My note taking worked out for me.
Damn.
Good job, guys. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Carter trying to Rain Man out of that shit was hilarious.
I mean, a lot of them did have that in common, though. Like, I kept thinking, like, GK's diabetic. I'm pretty sure. He may not be, but I thought I remembered seeing something about him being diabetic, and I know Steve Martin is. I was like, shit, those are 2 diabetics right there. And then Frankie Muniz had like some big health problem, and I was like, damn.
We just saw a couple minutes ago before we went live, Bon Jovi's fading away. So yeah, I mean it was a good pick.
Yeah, he ain't going out in a blaze of glory. I can tell you that.
No, he is not. No. Hey, and real quick before we go jump back into what we're here to do, I had 2 questions I wanted to ask you guys.
Okay.
I want you guys to give me something, give the people something. Name us something that you guys have countless hours, hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours invested into with no return. Something that's completely useless to you.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Now, we've all got them, right? Whether it's Legos or collecting cards, anything.
Before you said that it's useless to you, I was about to be like, my kids. But now I got to think about it.
Yes. I'll throw you one out there for me. Education.
Whoa.
Yeah, for real. I mean, dude, I feel like I only got like maybe 3 or 4 things out of school.
Yeah.
You got your fundamental years in elementary where you learned ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and, you know, basic division. And then there's like this whole gap in between where
Yeah.
you're like just trying to memorize shit. Like I've never needed trigonometry a day in my life. I've never needed
To know
really algebra.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, I've never needed to remember how to kill the Mockingbird book, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like I slept through those classes.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To kill it, yeah, there you go. To Kill a Mockingbird. So that's mine. The education would be mine for sure.
You mean the Crucible didn't teach you life lessons?
Yeah.
John Proctor.
The best thing I got out of education, out of school, is weird. I don't even know if you guys know this. I'm a master typer. I can
Really?
type like I don't know what it is. I haven't done the test in years. But that was the bet. Like in high school, I could do like 50 words a minute.
So if I got you to share screen
Wow.
and you pulled up Microsoft Word and I gave you a phrase to type and I timed it,
I'm a very fast typer. I
we're
don't know
gonna
what it
do
is.
this sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, I can type the shit out of some stuff. I'm fast on a keyboard.
Hmm.
Well, here's mine.
ASDF JKL semicolon.
Okay.
Football cards, baseball cards, basketball cards. Yep, cards.
I mean, I've okay. I have made some money on some cards, but not the money I've spent compared to the money I've gotten back. It's not even fucking close. Like, there's just no way. I mean, dude, I've got a fucking stack. Like, dude, I just went and bought a thing of cards like a week ago. You know, and of course, look, there's Stetson Bennett right there.
Well, you didn't have to show that one, Carter.
Well, here you go, Hoss. How about this one? How about Will Anderson Jr.?
Hey.
Yeah.
I
that's
think
what I'm
mine's
saying.
pretty obvious. I mean,
Movies.
watching, collecting movies,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
slash physical media in general. Yeah. I mean, it's important to me, but to a lot of people these days, not so important. Plus, I mean, having all this knowledge of movies, quotes, or whatever, it's unless you're doing trivia,
Yeah.
it's really not.
You would be a great teammate to hop in the car and say, "Hey, man, we're going to Odie's trivia tonight." Or
Yeah, but if you're at a party where people are talking about stocks and bonds, you know, the latest
Dow
Chucky
Jones.
movie is not going to really come up in conversation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, horror movies don't really come up too much in the circles I run in. But I love them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trenches, you got one?
Is it wrong to say YouTube?
That's actually
No,
really
that's
good.
perfectly fine.
YouTube, hats, sneakers. Those are my three that I've just wasted hours and money on.
Oh, well, I could say, yeah, Tennessee merchandise and
Mm-hmm.
collectibles.
I never would have guessed that. Tennessee merchandise.
And one last off-topic question. Name something you have no luck in, no matter how much you try.
Can I stick with YouTube?
You can. It's your prerogative. I'll tell you mine. Again, red lights.
Oh,
I cannot catch a fucking red light to save my life. I can be on a major highway. If there was red lights on the interstate, I could not fucking catch them. It could be I could get on. I live 200 yards from the interstate.
I know mine. Actually, I'm gonna take YouTube back. I don't care where I go, whether it's fast food, restaurant, whatever. I always get the worst customer service. It never fails me.
Really?
Yeah.
Something about my face says just be a dick to this guy. I don't get it.
Everything you ask for, they fuck up or don't give you. And
It's not even that. It's the here, all right, bye kind of attitude. I'm just like, motherfucker.
I'm not even going to say mine. I'm just going to let y'all read it.
Good luck with that one.
Hoss?
Mine would be, well, just art of any kind, because my oldest son, he's loves to draw, loves to create things. Just no matter how hard I try, everything I try to draw, or it was
Yes.
terrible. Like one time he had something that he drew it and he said, "You try to draw this," and it was like I don't know if it was a dog or something. And I was like, when I finished, I said, "Mine looks like it's one that needs to be put down by the vet." So I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Of course, he was like, "No, it looks okay. You
did your best,
good."
Dad.
And I'm like, "Okay." No, it was bad.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't have the art. I
Nope.
don't have a knack for art at all.
This is the only thing I've ever been able to draw in my entire life, and it's not even that good.
Fucking
It's
T.
no, it's a mushroom. That's terrible, but that's the best I've
it's
got.
not-
There you go.
There's a highway that runs not far from straight ahead of me. If I wanted to go right now, it's in the evening. Usually on highways, the straightaways, it's green. It's supposed to be green, right? I guarantee if I just wanted to go to Arby's right now, which is 4 red lights away, every red light between here and that Arby's would catch me. And the side roads would have the green lights. It's amazing. It's uncanny, the luck that I have when it comes to red lights. It pisses me off. You better change the subject before I get on a rant about it and go on for 10 minutes.
I can tell it's something you're passionate about.
It pisses me off daily.
I actually got something. So, what do y'all think? Like, let's be honest here. What's the most important position on the team? Actually, on the field, like not coaching. What's the most important position?
Well, some would say quarterback, but center is also very important.
Well, most people say quarterback, right? Though.
Yeah.
They're
That's
kind of
when
like the general of it, right? They're the most important on the team.
That's when you should take out of the equation.
So we just recently did a draft, right? We were doing a college football fantasy, and I'm going to propose a trade right now on this show.
Uh-oh.
Haas, I want to give you your Alabama quarterback for Brock Bowers.
Really?
Don't even know if that quarterback's going to start.
Yeah, he's got every intel from that training camp says he's got that job.
Why do you want Brock so bad, though?
Well, because you know why I want Brock. It's my guy. But keep in mind, if you say no, you're pretty much admitting that Georgia's tight end is better than the most valuable player on your
what
team.
a bitch.
Oh, man. I really do wish I would have picked Milroe. But
Kid is an athlete freak. It's just will he translate the question.
oh, man.
I just love putting you in this spot.
I know
Whether
what
you
Haas's
say yes or no, I
reservations
love
are.
putting you in this spot.
Well, I mean, they're both good players in their positions.
Yeah.
So I think there should be good. Each should help out, but
The
I know
main
what you're
reason I'm
thinking,
offering
Hoss.
you Milrose is because I also have Quinn Ewers and the kid from Western Kentucky.
right.
So I'm only going to use Milroe for 1 week.
Once he balls the fuck out.
Yeah, in that case, then Haas is just going to be sitting here pissed in 3 weeks.
Sure, I'll make the trade.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right. We have our first trade in the league.
I think I have to allow it. Should I?
You got to think about this, Hoss. We'll talk.
Yeah, we need to talk. Let's get to the
You know
show.
what, Haas? Real quick, before they try to whatever, you're doing me a solid by giving me my favorite player. I'm going to give you Texas's tight end, who's also a boss, to add on. That way you don't lose a tight end.
Oh.
What's going on here, Carter?
Lot of booty lickings going on. That's
Hey,
what's going on.
Aren't you the
He just
commish?
got y'all a loss, and he's giving me Brock. I'll give him a tight end with.
Doesn't the commish have to approve these
I
trades?
do have to.
If he
approve
doesn't,
it.
then this league is rigged. So I mean, however y'all want to play it.
Not if I don't get to. Not if nobody trades. But
Oh, okay, then that's fine. But we got to watch Carter's trade block.
I will go ahead. I'll allow it. I will allow.
I got the Carter rock going right now. I'm a little nervous.
Anyway, all right. Let's get to
Okay.
college football. Okay, we've got week 0 coming up. The unfortunate thing, though, is there's no good games this week. But we still get college football. And we were talking before we get into our picks. There was something that was said on, I think, episode 2. All right? Which y'all need to go back and watch if you didn't see it. But one of the things that we were talking about was what makes college football so special. And there was, stadiums from the, cheerleaders, the fans, but the band, the marching band, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, we are going to decide, out of our 4 schools, who has the best fight song.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Good luck getting any of us to pick other people's fight songs.
You're right.
Am I the only one who kind of just like, all right, the red coat band's coming out, I'm going to go to concession, take a piss?
I know. I mean, for halftime, okay, maybe, but pregame, no. I am there.
Well, pregame's one thing. You've already sat down. I'm talking about, halftime. Like, you got to get up, right? Like, you've seen this shit before.
I get there early, though, to watch the band march down the hill to the stadium. I do that. I like that. That's part of the game day experience, Trenches.
It is, yeah.
I think Hoss enjoys going to the fucking quad, Denny Chimes, watch Alabama do their pep rally before the game.
Right, but you're talking pregame. I'm talking halftime. Halftime, I'm getting my ass up. I'm taking a piss. I don't care to see the marching band on the field.
So is this one of them deals where we can't pick our own bands?
Yes, you can't pick your own band.
Because, I mean,
come on.
There's no way Hoss is going to pick Auburn's band. There's no way that
he's not going to pick the Redcoats.
You're not picking the band. You're picking the song.
Oh.
And no, you can't vote for your own team.
Okay.
All right. First one up.
All right, Haas, where you at on that?
Well, I think we need to play all of them first.
Okay.
Then we'll do it. All right.
All right, second verse.
Oh, I'm sorry. We back? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the whole 3
I'm
verses.
just playing.
3. Sorry, yeah, that second part. And last but not least, All right. Trenches, you can start it off. Who's your number one?
Number one's the tough one. I know which one I'd kick out first.
All right, which one are we kicking out first?
I'm sorry, Crandis. Auburn sounds like a high school team. Now you got Rocky Top versus a really cool drum intro. Let me ask you this. When Tennessee is playing theirs, is the marching band singing or is it just the crowd singing?
No, it's just the crowd.
All right, give me Bama then. Because if you can't do it in the march, what's the point?
If they are, I don't know, like, because all I hear is the fucking crowd. I can't tell if the band's doing it or not. Like, maybe the drum section. The hell, I don't know.
I just like the drum intro.
Okay. Yeah, Hoss.
So we have to do the others.
You have to do
ours.
Georgia, Tennessee, Auburn.
Bad as I hate to say it, it would probably be it's definitely Auburn last.
Yeah.
But it would have to be Tennessee first because I'm sorry, Georgia's just I've been working on the railroads all
Yeah.
So I just So I guess that'd be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Auburn 1. I'm gonna go Bama. Bama 2.
He's troubling.
Georgia 3.
I feel bad. 'Cause I promise I'm not shitting on your school, Crandis. It's just marching band just doesn't make sense.
Let me explain though. Okay, I know the lyrics to all these songs. I know Bama's lyrics. Yeah, Alabama.
Why didn't you play the lyrics?
Time.
So why couldn't we have all enjoyed that and then made the pick?
I don't know. But I like Auburn's because the lyrics, they do the give 'em hell, stand up and yell, hey. Eagle, fly down the field. Dun, dun, dun. I just like the give 'em hell, stand up and yell, hey. That's cool to me. Alabama's lyrics, they talk about
teams we beat.
Dogs to behave, send the yellow jackets to a watery grave, and if a man starts to weaken, that's a shame. That other part I got on is Crimson Flame and Dick and Balls or something. Something about Crimson Flame and shame. I don't remember how it goes.
Dick and Balls, they definitely win.
Yeah, I'm trying to be funny on that part, but
Dick and
Balls. Georgia's, I'm sorry, it's just glory, glory to Georgia, glory to Georgia. Repetitive.
Keep it easy.
Yeah, I just like the give 'em hell, stand up and yell, hey.
Hey.
Let me try it again. Give 'em hell, stand up and yell,
hey.
Yes, there we go.
Got a duet going on here.
Yeah.
That's why.
Hey.
Go
ahead,
right. So we just wrap it up.
Number 3. All right, so I think Tennessee and Alabama have the more iconic. But okay, I'm trying to be as objective as I can be here. No hate. I don't care about all the I know Auburn and Alabama, that's the hate is real or whatever, but I don't know, for me, I got too much respect for once Saban got to Bama, it don't fucking matter at that point, like whatever. But anyway, Tennessee, I like their song, but they play it nonstop throughout games.
That's the point.
So that kind of washes out for me. Alabama's is more iconic. You know that, but do people know I think the Auburn versus Alabama, people know the words to Auburn's more than Bama's, but people know the Bama sound more than Auburn's. Georgia's and Auburn's trenches, I don't know if you know it, but we have a lot of crossover. We have the same song too.
Really?
Yeah.
Glory, glory to Auburn. You know, they do
There
that.
you go.
They do that whole thing like you hear it 1,000 times a game. So with that, all that said, I would say Georgia would be my third selection. Yeah, this is hard for me to do. If Tennessee didn't play theirs so much throughout the course of the game, I would pick them number one. God dang, man, it's tough. It's Alabama and a slight edge, a very slight edge. Only because Tennessee plays it just to annoy the opposing team. That's it. Outside, if they didn't do that so much, it would be Tennessee.
Yeah, but then you got moments like this, though.
What the hell is that?
That's Jake Fromm singing Rocky Top after he beat the living shit out of Tennessee. It was awesome.
You're very vile for that.
I figure Carter's like, and now I'll show you this clip.
Right. Roll it.
I got clips coming, but it's too soon for that.
It'll be
Oh,
once
okay.
this is edited, the editor will put it in there somehow. You get a hold of our editor.
You're the editor.
No, we got a professional.
No, we got a staff for that.
Oh, well, it's his,
We have a
it's his
team.
brother.
Yeah, Crinches. Me and Cringe is awesome.
We have a team.
It's actually Trench's very best friend on this earth. His initials are CH. That's all we can say.
Right. Cringes Hall.
Carter Henry.
Look at my marker board, y'all. It's falling apart.
Wow. It's a well-used marker board.
It is. So, wait. Wrong thing.
We have drudged through the depths of summer to finally get to week 0.
I'm just ready to feel fall in the air. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah,
Are you ready to get blue balled this weekend?
Yes.
Because that's exactly what this weekend is. It's blue ball city.
There's one thing that could fix this weekend's games, and that is if Navy beats Notre Dame in Ireland. That's the only thing that would make this week worth the shit.
Or, what about this? How about San Jose State beating USC?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
There you
That
go.
would be good.
It would be because there's only 2 ranked teams playing all weekend.
Not good for my fantasy team, but yes.
Yeah, but
What about Vandy beating Hawaii?
Yeah.
no, I'd rather see Hawaii beat Vandy.
I know. I'm just messing.
I got you. But
We've made it.
Woo!
Get ready to wake up. And I would imagine game day is going to be on Saturday. If you're into that.
Is it on week 0?
They had a thing this past Saturday. It was like a preview to the season type of game day.
Mm.
It was really lame though. Like they just showed like some the one thing that was cool. I don't know if you guys saw it, but did y'all see the A&M guy? Maybe y'all didn't see it, but so I feel like this is me. This is my doppelganger over in College Station. So this Texas A&M student who, it was the week of the Alabama game in 2021 now, not 2022. You know, the year Bama lost to A&M. And so I'm sorry to have to bring that up, but you'll understand why.
Okay.
This fucking student who couldn't even get a student ticket to the game. He was just out there tailgating, whatever, and you know, he's a real tan looking guy. He's, you know, I don't know what he's trying to be. But he's just out there tailgating, drinking beer, and
it's weird that you noticed his tan, but
well, there's a reason for that.
Do you have the clip?
I don't think I could show it because it's ESPN footage, but I will tell you the story the best that I can. He's walking around the campus, and he looks down on the ground, and there is this little laminated, looks like a big ticket, and it says VIP, special guest VIP on it. And he's like, damn, like, I wonder if this would work. So he walks up to the gate where, like, because he noticed it's like for recruits. And they're like, go ahead. And this guy walks in the game and got the best seats at the house. Like, these seats are for the recruits. They're right on the 50-yard line.
Oh, wow.
And so he's literally sitting there, and he don't know where to go. And and so he told this one usher, he's like, "Where do I go?" And he's like, "Let me go find somebody." And he gets like some person who's like who walks up to him, who's with the staff, and he's like, "Oh shit! Like this guy's gonna know I'm not some recruit." He's like, well, and he's like, "My name is Miguel, and I'm a kicker from Venezuela," or something like that. He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And he takes him to the seat, and he's like, I smell like beer. And then after the game, I walk into the locker room, or the fans rush the field. And he's like, "I wonder if I could get in the locker room." And he's walking towards the locker room. He's like, I'm standing right beside a couple of players, and one of the security guys points at me. He's like, "Got the VIP, bro." He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, come on in." And this motherfucker is in the middle of all the players receiving the speech from Jimbo after they won, in the locker room, like jumping around with the team, with the players, like all up in the fucking mix. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So, yeah.
Does this lead to a Joe Milton touchdown pass?
It might, Crangus, if yeah.
The question is, did they admire his tan in the locker room?
Well, ESPN thought it was a cool story. I thought it was cool. The dude got lucky, found a damn, a VIP pass, got to have the experience any fan would love to experience.
Is it a real VIP pass, I wonder, though? I guess.
Yeah, he showed it, like, when they were doing the interview. Like they did the whole little special. And he's, like, showed all the footage. Like, because some of the players were videotaping the celebration in the locker room. And, like, they could, like, circle him out, and it would show him.
Yeah.
And, like, he took a picture with Coach Fisher, and he's like, and he saw the badge, and he's like, and he kept his little accent, like, I'm a kicker. He's like, "Oh hell yeah, like, gig him or whatever." It's funny.
Jimbo's like, "What's up?"
If I could ever find that clip, I'll show you guys. It's hilarious.
You're about to see a Joe Milton 80-yard practice touchdown pass.
Oh, I don't need to practice one. I got plenty of, highlights.
Why don't you show him the Will Levis touchdown pass?
Well, it wasn't so much a touchdown pass, but yeah. All right, here's Will Levis at practice. He's the third quarterback. The hell? Hit the net, Didn't hit the hole, but hit the net. That's important.
Looking good.
This is Willis.
Of the short.
Yep. Malik Willis. Turn. Fire. Boom.
Former Auburn quarterback.
All right. Here we go. Will Levis. Rookie sensation. Here we go. Missed the whole fucking net. You sorry motherfucker.
He was aiming for the second net.
Yes, there was one behind that you didn't see. Carter.
And just so I don't disappoint Cranges, here's a Joe Milton touchdown.
Tahoma.
Or a Joe Milton throw, I should say, not a touchdown.
Joe? Holy cow. Hey, that's the way to finish it up. All right.
In stride.
Bazooka Joe.
Wow.
That's right. Bazooka Joe. Exactly, Cranges.
I just made that up.
That's you really just made that up.
Yeah.
That's funny because that's like the big, they're selling t-shirts with that on. I'm not even joking.
Give me my royalties.
I'm telling you. I can show you the logo too. Like, that's a real thing that's been going around. Cranges is a genius, you guys. He figured it out tonight. I fucked it up. I fumbled the ball. Look, right here, Cranges.
Oh, whoa.
Told you.
Holy shit.
Good job.
All right. Let's
get
make
those
some
picks
picks. Yeah. First game. We got Ohio, not State, the Bobcats at San Diego State University. and I believe San Diego State is favored in this game. Who are we picking here? I'm picking the
Fuck week
Bobcats.
0.
Give me the Aztecs.
Pulse.
I'll also go with the Aztecs.
Rangers?
Who's the Aztecs facing?
They are
Bobcats.
facing. Son of a bitch.
Ohio Bobcats.
Well, there was a Richmond spider crawling on my damn keyboard. See that? That little spider I killed right there?
Well, San Diego State was great when Marshall Faulk was running the ball for them. Ohio was great. Ain't that where Jim Tressel is now?
He may be.
He was.
Hmm.
A great coach versus great running back. Who am I going to take? Give me the Aztecs.
All right. We also have, you're going to love this one, University of Texas El Paso, the Miners, are traveling to take on Jacksonville State Gamecocks over there in the state of Alabama.
Do we know what time that game is?
I can look it up. But
Like a 4:30 kick.
You going to go? You going to go to the game, Cringes?
It's a big game. It just depends on where it's at, what time of day it is. I need to know what time, the fans are. If it's 2:30, the fans are going to be in a frenzy.
How far is that from you?
Where's it at again?
Jacksonville State.
Oh.
Jacksonville, Alabama.
Not too far. 2 hours, hour and a half.
The more you know.
You guys want to go?
I'm good.
I'll be there.
Trenches is in.
The spread is even, and it's a 4:30 Central kick. And it's going to be on CBS Sports Network.
I'm already in Jacksonville. We're good to go, man.
Miners are winning. Book it, Trenches.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'll book it. I'm going to take Jacksonville State, though.
False?
I also take Jack State.
Good pick. Cranges.
What a piece of shit.
You know what? F it. UTEP.
Wow.
We're going to go for the coal diggers.
Whoa. All right. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Who else we got here?
Coal diggers.
Mm-hmm.
The
We
UTEP
have
Miners.
Florida International at Louisiana Tech.
What a game.
What a game. I'm taking Louisiana Tech, man. I know Florida International, they play, Louisiana Tech's actually favored by 11. It's an 8 o'clock kick on the CBS Sports Network, so give me the Bulldogs.
I got a feeling every game that day is going to be on CBS Sports Network.
Not all of them, but
2 of them for sure.
We're going to be watching these games on our phone.
well, there's one on ESPN, there's one on NBC, there's one on CBS Sports Network, there's one on Fox Sports 1, there's one on SEC Network, there's one on the Pac-12 Network, and then there's
The Pac-4. The Pac-4.
Pac-4 Network, and then there's another game on CBS Sports Network. So, who's everybody else picking?
Sorry.
Trenches?
Trenches.
Sorry, I'm reading something real quick. You guys go ahead. I'm so sorry.
You picking Louisiana Tech?
You're not going to pick then? Or?
Yeah. Give me the Phil Robertson, Terry Bradshaw school.
Yeah.
Latte.
Good pick.
Thank you.
Boss.
Latte.
3 people.
Crange?
Carter, were you mimicking Oz there?
No, never. I was mimicking the guy.
Okay.
up above me, on top of me.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so glad I do the edits. Great one.
I would argue this week in each of our hometowns, there are better high school games than there are college games this week.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, what was the two teams again?
Louisiana Tech against Florida International, and the game is in Shreveport.
FIU.
They're catching 11 points, but that's a bold
pick.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with the other team.
All right. It's a bold pick, Cotton. All right, I got you.
So far, my dick is not hard for these.
Okay,
games.
this
Give me
one's going to get
something
you. I got it.
Give
right
me something to spank to.
here. UMass at New Mexico State. Does that do it for you? And New Mexico State is favored by 6.5. That is a 8. No, that's a 6 o'clock ESPN. ESPN 6 o'clock. I think I will go with the Aggies.
Come on, don't disrespect the Minutemen like that.
I'm sorry.
Who'd you pick?
New Mexico State.
I'll take New Mexico State as well.
Fucking idiot.
I also will go New Mexico State.
Great pick, Hoss. Good job, buddy. Found it. Found it.
Crandis, whatever you do, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Trenches. Probably the least interesting fact of the night. I pulled the trigger on Auburn UMass tickets next week. Next week.
Okay.
I'm going to the first game of the year.
Me too. I'm going to watch Tennessee and Virginia play.
And you let him finish? Now, the question is UMass going to be 1-0 or 0-1 when you see him?
Trenches, I'm going to answer you by saying UMass will be 0-1.
Great pick, buddy.
Get ready for it. They're going to go 0-2 too. Auburn will look great in a beatdown of UMass. The Minutemen literally last minute.
Is this the first clean sweep we've had?
Yes. All right, guys. San Jose State at USC. USC is favored by 31 points. This is a
Close
7
game.
o'clock game
31 points.
on Pac-12 Network. So,
Hey, before you answer, guys, remember Stanford when they beat USC years ago? They were like a 31-point underdog.
yeah, but this ain't Stanford. This is San Jose State.
Carter?
I ain't taking the fucking Spartans. I'm taking the Trojans.
Hey, keep an open mind. Pick wisely.
USC all the way. Victory for USC. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
So Trenches said same. I also will go USC.
That's probably safe.
Okay. I couldn't swing these guys, so I guess I'll take USC too.
All right. On NBC at 1:30 p.m.
NBC3.com.
But it will be live in Dublin, Ireland. We got Navy and Notre Dame. Notre Dame is favored by 20.5 points. Boy, give me the Irish. I don't know if that was good Irish.
That's a good Seamus impression.
Tried.
I'll thump you.
I'm taking our military. Fuck Notre Dame. Give me Navy.
Oh. Hey.
We got to make some kind of crazy picks out here.
And it's week 0.
Yeah, there's nothing else to pick.
But we are trying to win.
Yeah. So
Navy can pull out, some interesting games here and there, but I'm gonna have to go Notre Dame on this one.
Oh, their best player is on Alabama now.
That's debatable.
Who else? All right, we'll talk about that later.
last game, guys.
Wait, because Crane just
Carter just skipped me again.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, give me Notre Dame.
I know you're Lou Holtz fan, so I get it. All right, just 2 hours down the road for me.
Save the best for last.
At 6:30 Central Standard Time on the SEC Network. We got Hawaii Rainbow Warriors traveling to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Vanderbilt is favored by 17
Anchor
and a half.
down.
And Vanderbilt will not cover that 17 and a half, but Vanderbilt will win the game.
Where are they playing, Carter?
At some fucking high school stadium.
The stank on that.
Now they're playing there because Vanderbilt was like 11 days before this game. They started renovations for some stupid ass reason.
Well, now I think they're going to try to play the game at their stadium, which both the end zones fucking got construction ladders and shit everywhere and scaffolds.
It's the tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, that's basically it, man. It's like how WWE used to have their pay-per-views with just like all that bullshit. You know, they didn't even like decorate it. It's just like, just throw it up there. Fuck it. Just something to put a firework on.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Vandy.
I'm also going to take Vandy, but their stadium is trash, and I've been visited there, and the bathrooms literally had rusty brown water coming out of the faucet. There's no excuse for that if you're an SEC team. I don't care how old your facilities are, but anyways.
Careful now, because we had a guy on here who talked about terrible SEC bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
One got the worst pick.
Did that episode ever get aired?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. All right.
That was
Rangers.
locker rooms.
Rangers.
I'll think.
Go Hawaii.
Well, you know, look. Vanderbilt's got the gold and the black, the boring uniforms. Hawaii's got all the beautiful colors.
And that's piss yellow. That ain't gold. And they ain't got no gold nowhere on Vanderbilt's campus.
I can never get over, like,
I digress.
hey, you know, it really sucks to be an Auburn fan because you got Bama, you got Georgia. You're sandwiched. You're like stuck in a. What do? You know, you're stuck in the sandwich. You're the meat in the middle of the sandwich, or the cheese. Or you're the mayo.
Fan of Vanderbilt, Rangers.
But Tennessee gets the luxury of talking. Georgia gets the luxury of shit talking Georgia Tech. Tennessee gets the luxury of shit talking Vanderbilt. You know, Michigan gets the shit talk Michigan State, so on and so on.
We're lucky we don't have to share a state with another powerhouse. But I mean, it's the same thing with Alabama. Alabama has to share the state with a really good program. Okay, is Auburn and Alabama on the same wavelength as far as program success? No. But it's not like Alabama sharing the state with just Troy or just UAB. They have to share the state with Auburn. That's a big school.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn's, you know, they're the.
Think if Auburn was in California. Alabama, the whole goddamn state would be crimson then.
Well, even to this day, I'd say it's still probably 60-40 Bama.
Yeah. Okay. But
and Auburn's a big-time program. They are. They're still a top 20 job in America. But having said that, fuck.
You're very right.
Maybe top 15?
Look at this. Top 15 for sure. Look at that. The AP's top 25's greatest programs ever. Auburn comes in at number 14.
I'm glad Nebraska's in the top 8.
Yeah, they should be.
Texas is in a T7 category. I don't even know what that is, but
they're tied for 7th with Nebraska.
I know that, Carter.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
T7's like this whole new stratosphere.
Well, it's it's like a Terminator, you know.
Yeah,
a
Terminator
T1000, a T800.
T7's higher than number 1.
There's a letter involved, so yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Getting
that T7 stratosphere. Anyway, what was the question again?
Vanderbilt, Hawaii, motherfucker.
Great. Give me Vandy.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, real quick, do they cover 17.5?
Ooh.
Trisha says yes, Hoss.
Yeah.
Okay. They should. I agree they should, but I hope they don't.
Apparently Hawaii's just fell on really hard times, and they just recently had a wildfire.
Yeah, man. Wish that would help them play motivated.
They're gonna play for their community, and Vandy's gonna come out smelling like a rose. Vandy covers.
Yep. Vandy covers. All right. Well, I do have a little something for us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to save it towards the end. So unless if you guys want to talk about anything else first, that's fine. Let's do that.
I think we're at the end.
All right. I think and I'm hoping next week though is, we got Thursday night football, Florida and Utah. Then we got, the real, college football back. And
should be Pick City that week.
Pick City, and I'd like for us, I know Trench has mentioned it, to pick our Heisman, who we think is going to win the Heisman. And, anyway, so what I'm going to do to end this show is, since technically Saturday we get college football back, we're closing the book on 2022, so I'm going to show some of the
That means Georgia's not national champs no more.
I think they are until they get beat. Yeah. Or like when they're completely out of the race. Like if they lose 2 games in the regular season, it's like, all right, yeah, you're champ. You're not champs no more. That's just how I feel. But
okay.
So I picked a few moments for each of our teams. So let's do that. Here we go. And I'm not going to make them very long. Here we go.
Young, sidearms, caught, and out of bounds. Position here, right hash, for a field goal to potentially win it.
That's such a good game.
Tied a career high earlier today with a 52-yarder,
Yep.
33 yards away. Clean snap, good hole, and once again, right down Main Street. And Alabama take a 20-19 lead with 10 seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining. Card steps up, and Card lets it go, and incomplete. And that's a ball game, folks. Alabama comes back, and they defeat Texas on the road 20-19 in a thriller.
That shit.
Very close.
Yeah. All right. This next one is all in one video. So anyway, I've just got different timestamps. Here we go. College football's best, loudest crowd reactions of the season.
We know what it is.
Let's take it with Coach Hubler. Carnell, this tradition was happening when you were a player here. Why was it important for you to bring it back?
Hard fighting soldiers. Because we locked in, we together, we're a family. We about to go play Auburn football, man. Unity, man. That's what this university represents. Serve, discipline, and believe. Let's go play ball. Let's go.
Spot running all the way down the sideline. Bigsby averaging 11 yards a carry. Wide open and a falling catch for a touchdown. 16-yard strike to Javarius Johnson.
Which Auburn would go on to win that game, Crangers. What was the final on that?
It was a low-scoring game. That was like a God dang! It was like fucking 13-10 or something.
I thought the highlight was going to be Auburn gets the first down.
Man.
Oh!
Play fake. Loads it. Fires to the end zone.
There it is.
Touchdown. One play. 6 more points for Georgia.
Wait a minute.
Bennett looks left, goes high. Touchdown. Rosemy Jack Saint in the very back of the end zone.
Carter.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I watch college football just like all of you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Tennessee fan, I don't know what you take away from that Georgia game last year. You scored a touchdown or two and pickup, cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you come away from that game saying we are right there with the best.
I didn't think anybody did.
Okay.
Especially not me.
That was a little low there, Crunches.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I've just
I also knew this was coming, right?
What's going on back here?
Yep.
Hey.
You know what? I can't.
Oh, no, puss out. You puss.
I want you to
You
do it.
puss.
I want you to do it. It's
That
okay.
was y'all's highlight of
It's
that
okay.
season. You better play it.
It's okay. Do it. I want you to.
I can't.
Get it queued up.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. You can do it.
Do it, Carter.
Relive the moment, Carter.
Do it.
You enjoy it for once, damn it. Play the damn thing.
For once in your life, Carter. Do it.
They did say that Georgia Tennessee was the loudest Sanford's been in a long time.
Yeah. That's yeah. I could believe that.
I was simply trying to give Carter the chance to be objective because I've heard so many. I've seen Tennessee YouTubers that try to explain away that Georgia loss.
Yeah.
And put a spin on it like hey, it could have went this different way. I want to hear Carter's.
What happened was we played a damn good defense that just fucked our shit up. That's what happened.
Well,
how do you walk away from that thing thinking your team's good? That's exactly what Grant just asked.
No, I mean, I've heard Tennessee YouTubers try to put a spin on it. If that game had another quarter, we'd have come back and won that game.
There's teams like that every year that are just above everybody. Like, man, we've seen it with Bama, we've seen it with Georgia. It's hard to score on those kind of teams.
That's not a knock on Carter. I just want to.
No, I mean I've heard the same argument. Last year Georgia played nobody. They played good teams like Tennessee. They just beat them. I mean I don't.
No, that's this year's schedule.
There you go. I'll just do this instead.
Get off his nuts, Cranges.
I'll do this instead. For Hoss.
And you had Vol loyalty in the building in the person of Peyton Manning.
There he is. We got Carter.
Dabo's son, Drew Sweeney, that gets tackled short of the first down. Mike Eckler, special teams coordinator for the Vols, is fired up. We're still scoreless. Joe Milton has got a hand cannon, and he puts it on display here to Brew McCoy.
Pause it real quick. If you don't play the clip that was the best part of the season, you lose all respect.
Yeah.
Even Hoss is telling you, enjoy it, play the clip.
You got to
That
do
was
it,
the best
Carter.
thing Tennessee did last year.
You got to do it.
Y'all broke the fucking streak, man.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you don't understand.
He can't do it.
Oh,
You don't
I want to
understand.
see you grinning ear to ear.
Yeah, it's not just Tennessee fans. Everybody was tuned in for that game. Georgia fans, Bama, Auburn. It doesn't matter. Everybody was watching that fucking game, especially the last 2 minutes.
Carter's thinking about the repercussions he's going to get.
I forced him to do it. Whoever's mad at him, it was on me.
Oh no, wouldn't you?
All right. Here you go. Here you go. I'll give you the. Here we go.
Need something Alabama proof. We haven't had it in 15 years, but I think we have it now. His name is Hendon Hooker. He is the new sheriff in town. Give me Tennessee.
I wasn't saying play a whole documentary on it. Goddamn.
I know.
You're gonna sit there the whole 27 minutes.
And he's going to take it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hyatt in motion. It's a shovel pass inside and a walk-in for Preston fans. 2-pointers good. Young will run for it again. No, the short pass this time. He's got his tight end. Touchdown, Alabama. Unbelievable.
You know, the top 3 games of last season, 2 of them involved Bama. I think this one, the Texas game.
Touchdown, Alabama.
And the third best game to me was the Ohio
Oh, forget about that LSU game.
Hooker pulls it, throws it.
I'm
Touchdown,
not going
Tennessee.
to pick 2 losses on it, man. Like, you're just cold-blooded.
I didn't mean it like that.
To the right, no good. 15 seconds. And then Hooker looking to throw. Norvell Keaton again.
I'm trying to get through it.
Carter got his troll in.
Take a sack.
He's like, oh, you said lose respect.
And
Here's a
the LSU
5-minute
game.
documentary.
Do they get the time?
I didn't play it all.
Throw across. 15 years of losses.
How many years of losses?
A long, painful 15.
Now, here's the question: does he make it?
For the win for the Volunteers.
By a cunt head.
From 40.
They knuckled it, didn't they?
On the way, knuckleball. Oh, he got it. Oh! Here they come.
Excited about what we're embarking on.
There you go.
Now, if you never watched college football, you
Where
thought that
where
was
were
the
you
national
at for
championship
that game, Carter?
I was here. I wasn't. I didn't go. And it's not that like I was afraid to go. I couldn't go. You know, I was working for university here in town, and
Now, you did go to a game that involved some golf balls and mustard, though, correct?
yeah. Yes.
That seemed like a good time.
Well, I wasn't going.
No, it wasn't really because see, we were only about 4 rows above Ole Miss section. So yeah, I got my mom the fuck out of there because I did not because like we were getting close to getting hit with shit.
It's great to see we're pushing past an hour and a half because that means we're actually talking college.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so crazy to think that the offseason's over.
It's only going to get better.
Good luck breaking down that Vanderbilt game next week.
Oh joy.
When Vanderbilt is your headliner, you know that's a blue ball week.
By the way, Crangis, I looked it up. There is no college game day for week 0.
Okay.
They shouldn't waste their time.
No.
You know what would have been cool though?
But they wasted their time doing a week nothing.
Yeah.
But they can't do a week 0.
Well, when I say a week, they didn't like set up at a college. They just did like a little preview show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they just had some weird interviews and stuff with like there was a big Clemson thing like about their running back Will Shipley, and I was like, damn.
Goddamn, he's
feel
still
like
there.
They've been dropping the ball a ton on like the games they go to. Like week 1, they're going to the Battle of the Carolinas. Florida State LSU's playing. Why the fuck did we care?
Yeah, they're getting woke.
I think because they went there last year. I think that's the only reason why they're not going back this year.
I don't want to see
I would
another.
thought they would have went to be there at USC. It's a night game, you know.
What would have been cool though, if I was them, I'd be like, dude, why aren't we going to Dublin, Ireland for this Saturday? That'd be a fun place to go do a college game day, you know?
Because it's hard to put Corso in a suitcase and throw him under the plane for that long.
Oh! That's a good point. Yeah. So they've already set. See, I didn't realize they were going to do the North Carolina South Carolina game.
Yeah, I got the schedule right here if y'all want to know it. So that's week 1.
How many weeks have they got? They usually announce the Monday before, or on a Monday or a Sunday.
Well, we are connected. We have inside sources that most people don't have.
Yeah. Week 2, they're in California for Auburn versus Cal.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why you're clapping. I'm totally fucking kidding. They only have week 1 up. You think they're going to waste time for Auburn and Cal? Come on, man.
Ranger's going to go to that game too.
Hell yeah.
Before we leave, where do you think Auburn stands as far as winning percentage all time in the SEC?
Here, he's getting his retaliation against me.
I'm just asking.
Hoss, you got to guess?
Probably not good.
Well, we know who the top 3 are, I think.
My question 5 minutes ago got blown way out of proportion. Maybe I phrased it wrong. I don't know. That was not meant to be.
Are we saying out of the 16 teams where we place Auburn?
14.
I'm going to put them at 9.
No,
out of 14, I'm going to put them at 6. Sorry.
What was that to say? God damn. Okay.
Just put us and Vandy together. Why don't you?
Shit. There's only 2
Vandy,
schools,
Missouri.
I think. What do you think, Hoss?
I'll put them at 6.
That's what I said.
Brandis, where do you think Auburn's at?
I'm right there with them. You've got all right. So here's what you got. What was the question again?
Winning percentage in the SEC.
Yeah.
Alabama, then Tennessee, probably Georgia, LSU.
Yeah, you've got Tennessee that's played for 750 years.
You're
like the Michigan of the SEC. They've played 9,000
This
games.
is just since the SEC started, Branches, which we all started at the same time.
Actually, Carter, you know what? I'm going to retract my statement. Georgia is that team in the SEC. Georgia is consistently one of the best teams in the league. Now, they don't have the natties, but they do have the wins. They're one of the top teams in history of bowl games or bowl wins.
Bowl winning percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're second or third, buddy. Alabama's got that spot. There's no way.
Georgia's consistent. They've always been consistent. They're like Alabama in basketball, college SEC basketball. Kentucky is a step ahead, and then there's everybody else. You know what I mean?
Here's your results.
I told you Tennessee, then Georgia.
6. Yeah, that's where I would have put Auburn. Yeah.
But they're only 0.2 from Florida.
Yeah, Florida's new money. Florida's new money.
If Auburn wins, I guarantee you probably 2 or 3 more games in Florida.
It's 2 or 3 games, yeah.
They're jumping Florida.
That could be this season. I mean, let's be honest.
But here's the wild. I mean, does this surprise you guys? That Mississippi State has a below 500 winning percentage? That means they've lost more than they've won.
Yeah, they're trash.
No.
The best player we could name the other day was fucking Dak Prescott.
All right.
Yeah. No, Mississippi State does not surprise me at all.
No.
Why does Ole Miss's logo look like Maryland?
Man. That's we can talk about that.
But here's the thing.
We could talk about that.
Here's what you take away from that. If you could pull that graphic back up, Carter.
Yes, I will pull it back up.
Look who's number 2.
Yeah.
That's
had a
the
pretty
hidden
consistent
gem.
Well, we had some, really good years in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and then we had a really bad bad slump in the 70s, got it back up in the 80s and 90s, and then
And more importantly, who's number 2 and who's number 3?
yeah, and that's
what I said it was going to be. I said Bama, Tennessee, then Georgia.
Right.
And LSU. I had the top 4 right.
Actually, I didn't. Well, no, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
The LSU one, was kind of.
I feel like Missouri's too high. Like their first 2 years, they went to the championship, and that was it.
See, here's the thing: like the Missouri and the A&M one, they can only go off of since 19 whatever year they start, whatever year the SEC started is how they did that, right? So since 1933, well, Missouri I think's been in. This is like their 3rd conference because there was the Big 8 for many, many years. And then there was the old Southwest. I don't know for sure which of those 2 conferences Missouri belonged to. Maybe Crangis or Hoss knows. I don't know. But because the Big 12 became a conference in the early 90s, I think. So I don't know which of those 2 Missouri belonged to. They were either in the Southwest or they were in the Big 8.
Southwest.
Okay, Southwest. Which was a tough conference, I think, because wasn't Oklahoma in the Southwest Conference?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
real quick. Who's your turd of the year? They've got to qualify as a team that's supposed to be good and will fall flat on their face. Heading into week 0. I know that's probably a week too early, but we'll do it again next week.
I was hoping I still had that top 25. Yeah. Which this isn't the AP. Or no, this is the AP. It's not the no, it's not the AP. Whatever.
What if you just did your SEC turd of the year? Early bold prediction.
Let me just pull them all. I'm pulling them all up. I'm gonna say Ole Miss.
But this is a team that we think is going to be high, right?
A team that's
predicting to have a good year.
Yeah, predicted to be pretty good, and you think that they're just full of shit.
The Tigers.
LSU, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go Arkansas.
No one's predicted Arkansas to even make it to Atlanta.
Oh, KJ Jefferson's like a Heisman.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, they're probably predicted to do okay. I don't know. Ole Miss isn't predicted to go to Atlanta, but I would
say Ole Miss and Arkansas are in the same vein.
I'd say Ole Miss and A&M are in the same.
I don't even know how A&M's predicted to do anything. They're coming off of like a 4-win season.
Because Jimbo's on the hot seat, it's like either he's going to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, or he's going to.
We beat them last year. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, y'all were a good team last year.
I wouldn't be surprised if you beat them again this year.
No, Auburn's my dark horse for actually doing better than what they projected.
I could see it.
Yeah. It could just from the schedule alone. Yeah, we'll lose to Bama and Georgia, but outside of that, our schedule's actually doable.
I mean, think about it. If you take care of Ole Miss and A&M, which I think is the second tier of the West, you're in a 7-8 win team.
Yeah, those are 50-50 games. Yeah.
Feinbaum said today about Auburn that they're catching Ole Miss at the best possible. I think they're catching Ole Miss right after Ole Miss plays Bama or some shit. So it's that y'all play Ole Miss at the right time. Apparently,
I think Lane Kiffin is the biggest fool's gold that's out there. Sorry,
Tennessee's catching Georgia at the right time too. Y'all play us right after Ole Miss.
Holy shit!
Who's your turd, Hoss?
Did I say I said LSU?
Oh, LSU. Okay,
yeah. I just don't buy it. Don't buy the hype.
What team do you think might surprise people and have better than what is projected?
In the SEC? The reason I said Auburn, just to give you a heads up, Hoss, is I think right now the over-under for them is only 6.
That's why I picked them. Just giving you a heads up. Florida, I think, is at 5 or 6. Arkansas, I think, is at 7.
Maybe a South Carolina, Missouri.
Carolina's at like 8.
I think Kentucky will surprise some people.
It's a good pick.
Pretty good show, guys.
Hopefully those college songs don't get it that the show took down.
I would think if anything, it'd be the football footage before those songs, because I don't think those songs.
I know sometimes college fight songs are kind of
really
No copyright infringement intended.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah,
We do not
don't
own the rights. Nope.
All you thousands of viewers out there, do not report us.
That's right.
We are honoring these schools with their fight songs. It's simply a cover to honor the amazing music by the $1 Million Band, the Marching Redcoats, the Pride of the Southland Marching Band, and help me out, Cranges, what is Auburn's band called?
Flying Eagles.
The Auburn marching band.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know if they had like a different name, like, $1 Million Band, Pride of the Southland, Marching Redcoats.
The War Damn Band.
The War Damn Band.
Think about this, guys. When we come to you guys next week, week 0 will have been in the books. Week 1 will be on the docket.
Oh, yeah.
They're called the Marching Band of Auburn University.
Still some high school shit. What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hey.
Which unanimously still beat out Georgia's band. So.
It did.
Hey.
I got no complaints there.
Listen to this.
Hey.
Also, the band of Auburn University and the 2004 recipient of the Sudler Intercollegiate Marching Band Trophy.
Soak it in, Auburn fans.
You did it.
Oh, the fucking thing's over.